Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-February right through to mid-March 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way when it comes to love? What are they meant to see at this time regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them? Whoa. Okay, so let us see what is happening here. Actually, that one came out first, so let's pop that there. I mean, right now, I definitely see that you're in a period of self-discovery. I feel like you're doing you, and I feel like you're really working out what it is you want in a relationship, and certainly what it is that you do not want at this time. I mean, your first card there is the woman, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's all about reciprocity. It's also about being open to love. But ultimately, as you can see, this figure is looking directly at the sun. I mean, is facing the direction of, not looking directly, that would be dangerous, but is facing the sun there. So I feel this is about you, going where you feel truly happy and inspired, but it's also a time of nourishment, okay? I feel like you're someone who has a beautiful, loving, loyal heart, and I feel that you've connected in the past to previous experiences perhaps that have left you feeling a little bit confused. Some of you have been really tested in terms of your faith when it comes to love. But I do see that with the crossroads being in the resistance position, it feels like you know which direction you're headed in. You know what you want, and you're not going to connect to anybody who leaves you feeling like you don't know where you stand, right? So I feel right now you're focusing on finding your divine counterpart. It's number 29, which is, of course, 11. When you reduce it, 2 plus 9 is 11, which means you're looking for your soulmate. So you're vibing at a frequency of, finding the one. Let's put it that way. But this is going to be a very creative time for you. I feel you've been encouraged to nurture yourself. Some of you may have neglected your own needs in the past, and you may have put other people's needs before yours. And I'm not just talking about in a love relationship. I'm talking about life in general. So I feel you're learning about balance and reciprocity there, okay? Also, some of you are really looking at, when you meet a person, if they make you feel uncertain about the process or they don't make you feel emotionally secure in the relationship, I feel like you're really noticing that, nipping it in the bud and stepping away from that, because I feel like you've experienced people who drain your energy or drain your resources because you give and you give and you give more of yourself each time. Especially if a relationship that you've been connected to in the past has not gone the way that you're hoping for, it's almost like you've tried to save things by giving more and more of yourself, when really you should have been learning how to withdraw. Now, you're water element, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a water element too, so I know about that energy of like trying to either fix things or trying to give, and there's like an outpouring of love when you truly love a person. So I feel like you've been learning to put a lot of that love back into yourself at this time, okay? To sort of re-empower yourself, because this card indicates that right now you're in a period of self-development, but also in terms of finding that emotional security within yourself, and recognize that you are a gift and that you are lovable. Okay, so this is really about romancing your life in some way as well, and finding happiness in that solitary energy, because we must fall in love with our own life first before we can fall in love with another person, because happiness comes from within. Even if you get into another relationship, you're not going to find happiness with that other person unless you are truly happy within yourself. So learning to fall in love with yourself and your life is magnetic. And I feel right now you are attractive. You are attracting a lot of attention. You're learning to shine your wonderful, beautiful light. You're being your unique, authentic self as well. And some of you are just like really reconnecting to nature and seeing how attractive you truly are. I feel it's taken you a while to learn that about yourself or accept that about yourself there. But I feel like, you are highly magnetic at this time, and you're going to be turning a lot of heads. Okay. And I feel to some degree, some of you beautiful Cancerians, whether you've been in a relationship in the past or not, I feel there's a lot of, how can I put that? I just feel this level of uncertainty about your love life right now. You may feel like there's nobody out there who's sparking any of your attention, and you're feeling a little bit cautious about getting into the dating arena again, and you're just wondering, how are you going to break a cycle to meet someone new? And we have that crossroads there, and it is in the resistance position, okay? So some of you may feel like there's no choices out there right now. There's no options that you're connecting to, or you feel a little bit like lost, or you have felt a little bit lost, or a little bit in limbo when it comes to the love scene, and you've withdrawn in order to focus on yourself. But that's exactly what you were meant to do, so you're on point and on path to meet someone new. I mean, the moon card is there, so I do feel like there is romance coming in, but there's a hesitation here. So it just feels like some of you have kept love at arm's length because you feel like there's nobody who's like really sparking that level of attraction. They haven't got that missing ingredient that perhaps you're looking for in love. And, it's almost like you've just been focusing on your projects, your responsibilities, because you just feel like there's nobody out there. But with the crossroads energy, it will go from the resistance position, like you got it in the reverse, to the upright, which means there are some options coming in for you. And I feel, this is really about focusing on the path ahead of you. And I mean, I really want to draw your attention to this path, because there's one path that has a shadow on it. So I feel like a lot of you have been going through, a shadow self period where you're really looking at your fears, insecurities, all the lessons that you've learned from past experiences. And I'm not just talking about love relationships. I'm talking about your journey. I'm talking about the journey up until now. Some of you may have been bullied in the past, which really knocked your confidence or made you feel exposed when you're getting into a level of intimacy with a relationship, because you may feel judged in some way, or you may feel that, when a person really truly gets to know you, sometimes those experiences from childhood can really play havoc with our mind in some way. And I'm not saying that they have, controlled who you are, but they may have influenced the way you operate when you're about to really just show another person who you truly are. And also some of you may have witnessed divorces or turbulent upbringings in some way. Parents and guardians may have divorced. So your foundation of what it means to love can be influenced by these factors. And, it may sort of in some way affect the way you operate in a relationship. So some of you are looking at ancestry or childhood wounding, and you're really doing a major healing process. So that shadow can indicate you're going down the shadow route, but also there's a period of enlightenment here available to you as well. But the main energy I get from this card is that there is a path where you have experience. So it could represent like an ex coming in. I will pull cards on it to see when I do the Celtic cross, just to see if there is someone from your past reaching out, someone perhaps who made you feel very uncertain or made you feel like you didn't really know where they stood in a relationship or where you stood in a relationship. But also there's another path that is clear. There's no obstacle there. And it feels like, you're heading in the direction of the sun. And this path represents the path is lit by the sun. There's no shadows. There's no hidden pitfalls in this new relationship that is heading in your direction. I mean, your outcome energy for the next 6 weeks, the whip there is to be very strict with yourself. It is to be organized, but it's also to keep love at a bit of a distance, okay? So it can indicate, and right now they're showing me an image in the water, so I have to honor the image I've been given. They're showing me an image of a cactus, okay, in like a geometric type terrarium. Yeah, it's like glass and gold, and I mean, an image like this has come up in the past for a reading many years ago, I think. So I feel, I mean, symbolically, it means that you're very self-sufficient. I feel like you are resilient. You've been through some difficult experiences. And, you know, cactus, they have those like little spikes on the outside as a protective measure, because inside, actually, they're very, very soft. You know, so I feel, you know, you are someone who has a beautiful heart. And if you've had previous experiences that have shaped you to protect yourself, then I definitely get this energy of right now. Some of you may have been homebodies, or you may have been in a protective measure to heal, or you're saving yourself for the one and you feel like you haven't met that person just yet. So with 11 there, I mean, this is another 11, okay? So I feel it's really important to recognize that you are on a path to meet a soulmate. However, for some of you beautiful Cancerians out there, I've got this energy of like, not now, okay? Or like pause. You know, it may feel like you've got a lot on your plate right now. You have responsibilities, and you're just like making sure that you work through those first before you open yourself up to love. But it can also indicate that there is a level of romance coming in. I want you to be aware it's number 6, which is the Lover's card there, and of course number 32, which is 5. When you reduce it, 3 plus 2 is 5, which is, you know, the Hierophant, which is all about marriage. So it can indicate that you're about to experience romance with a person, and you feel a little bit hesitant to get into it because there's some insecurity there or trust issues, and these are perhaps previous experiences that you're kind of trying to work through right now and move up a level in personal development and growth. I mean, the 6, and it's the cloud. The cloud is an ever-changing like environment, okay? It feels like a transient energy. So it can indicate some of you are fluctuating in your emotions right now. One minute you're like, yeah, I want to go out and get a relationship. I want the romance. I want the big love story. And the other part is like, you know what, actually I'm too busy right now, or I've got a lot on, or I can't focus. I haven't got the space for a new relationship on my life right now. So I feel there's this like level of fluctuating going on here. But also the clouds can represent, you know, the hidden, or, you know, being blindsided by love. And I feel like you're really trying to make sure that you have a level of detachment to getting involved in a deep relationship so quickly. So it's almost like when you meet this new person, because I do feel like there is a new person coming in, okay? The moon is a very romantic energy, but it also is an energy of illusion. It is an energy of like using your intuition to override that sense of fear, especially if you've had previous experiences where you felt you were let down in a relationship. It's like, how can I trust moving forward? So when this like romance comes in, I feel like there is a hesitancy about you, and it just feels very much like you're not emotionally getting involved straight away with the person. And I feel, you know, the moon card is about drained energy. You know, you need to be aware of people who drain your resources, because you are learning to shine your light and be your wonderful, brilliant self. Okay. And, you know, the moon card, it cannot shine. I mean, the moon cannot shine all by itself. It needs the sun. Okay. So I feel like you're being very cautious, because I feel, and I got to be honest with you. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I feel this level of needing to feel needed in a relationship, to feel like that person needs you and you need them, and, you know, it's you and them together. But also there has to be a little bit of a balance against codependency. So you may have been in previous relationships where there was codependency, or you witnessed codependency in your family lineage at some point. So I feel some of you are very sort of like being very guarded about that, or making sure that you're very logical about moving through a relationship. I mean, as I said, the moon is a very romantic energy as well. It's about dreams coming to light, but it's also about the hidden coming to light. So suddenly the universe offering you an opportunity at love and romance, and it comes from nowhere. Also, I feel that there is someone who has hidden feelings for you, okay? Because the moon could be hidden feelings. Someone who has hidden feelings for you, but you're really not sure how you feel about this person. So I'm just going to pull one card on this before I go into the Celtic cross, just to see a little bit more. Because right now, your 6 weeks, it feels very much like you're focused on yourself. And yeah, 4 swords. You know, there's a healing period here. Doesn't mean love's not coming in. You know, I'll see if I can take a peek from 6 weeks onwards, see who's coming in your way. But 4 swords is like rest, recuperation. It's a time for a break. You've withdrawn from the dating scene or thinking about love because you're taking care of your own needs. And this is a card of protection. So I feel like you're protected against anybody who could make you feel like confused or, you know, test your faith again. I feel, you know, you're going to meet someone who wants a relationship, who wants to settle down, who only has eyes for you. But right now, I feel, you know, you are in a protective mode. So let's go a little bit deeper and see who is coming in your way, because I do feel there is a romantic connection on the horizon for you. But this reading is for the next 6 weeks. So, 9 of Pentacles, that tells me you're very self-sufficient. You are someone who self-resilient. You're building a life of luxury for yourself. But also, I feel like, you know, you're sticking to your plans at this time. You're relying on yourself. I mean, that cactus in like a terrarium, I mean, it could be an omen or a sign, something you're going to see. It's very geometric is what they were showing me. I can't even think of what kind of shape that would be. I mean, it almost looks like an octagon. It just feels like there's so many different sides to it. I don't know what the name of the shape is. I got to be honest, okay? But it's a terrarium there. And that can indicate that, of course, you are resilient. You're learning. You've had to learn to be strong, okay? I feel like life has dealt you some difficulty and you've built a life of self-sufficiency. I also feel like you've weathered some difficult experiences and, you know, it can represent being in that protective mode. Now, we've got the Justice card. We've got the Page of Cups. I mean, some of you, with that Page of Cups there, this could be like the dream of love becoming a reality. Whoa. Okay, very explosive cards there for you. We've got the 8 of Cups. Some of you have walked away from something that was not emotionally fulfilling. Okay, you've taken back the power in a situation. You're on a journey of self-discovery there. We've got the King of Cups. So we do have, oh, wow, I'm loving this. And we have the Empress and we have the Queen of Cups. You have a high-level commitment coming in. There is an incredibly romantic relationship coming in. And I'm so excited for you all, my beautiful Cancerians, because you so deserve it. You have such a beautiful heart. But anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. Your first card there is the 9 of Pentacles. Now, 9s, they always connect to the end of something. But also they connect to a period of isolation, a period of, you know, solitary energy. Now, I'm not saying that you beautiful Cancerians out there are lonely. I feel like, you know, you're not darning your socks by candlelight, waiting for love to smash through the window and come and join you. I feel like you really are kind of like doing you, and you're on a period of personal discovery, and I feel like you really are diving deep, okay? But the 9 of Pentacles also indicates that, you know, you're creating a solid foundation for love, for when love arrives. And I feel like you're looking for security, okay? Some of you are diligently working if you're in a career sector and you are saving your finances, but also I feel like you're being disciplined with yourself to know what you want, whether you're in a career or not. It's really about you being discerning about the company that you keep. You know, the 9 of Pentacles, if you saw the 9 of Pentacles here in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it is a woman who is like enjoying single life, someone who is like saving 6 Pentacles, you know, having a life of luxury, having the freedom to do whatever it is that you want. And then 3 Pentacles are like given away. So I feel it's like this energy of you looking at your investment in relationships in general, and that you're not going to like give your all at the very beginning, because I feel like you've learned how to sort of allow someone to come towards you, to sit back a little bit, okay? Because I feel like you have been an overgiver in the past. So I definitely see that you're readdressing the balance when it comes to reciprocity in relationships. I feel like you're not being selfish in the way that you're stepping back. I feel like it's a protective measure in order to allow someone to prove to you that they want to be in a high level commitment. And it also gives you the opportunity to observe, okay? To watch a person's actions. Remember, actions speak louder than words. So that Nine of Pentacles indicates that you are very much in an energy right now. And again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. It feels very much like you're establishing such a power in your life where you're like, I don't need anybody. I want somebody who is strong enough to walk by my side. Someone who is emotionally available. Someone who is loyal and faithful and wants to take the journey of life and love and, weather the storm, because life sometimes throws us all the storm. So I feel like you are looking for a companion who walks by your side, and as a team, you sort of do life together. And that's what you're attracting at this time. What's crossing you? We have the Star. Now, the Star, of course, is about aligning yourself with a wish. Okay, so I feel some of you have not got what you wished for in relationships. I feel there's an energy here of confusion. When you get the Star in the crossing position, it can indicate that something that you couldn't see popped up in a previous relationship. So it may be that someone presented at the very, very beginning of a relationship that they were like the best thing since sliced bread. And there may have been some underlying issues that were discovered in a relationship. And these could be like, ego, there's an energy here of being ignored as well. So you may have felt that people in the past ignored your needs and you're always catering to theirs. But it can also indicate that for some of you, there was a very difficult relationship that really tested you, and you've been healing from that. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Cancerians. You are aligning yourself with a wish when it comes to love, and I feel like, shining your beautiful light, attracting a lot of attention, you're going to get your wish, okay? Now, the Star energy can also indicate that some of you have been unwell. You may have been struggling with an illness, or you've been struggling with some, mood swings. I mean, for some of you, not all of you, some of you could be going through like menopause and you're trying to just manage those difficult feelings. So, and those like hormones. And it can be that you're just going through stuff right now and you're trying to heal or regulate in some way. But also I feel some of you, you've been healing after a period of insecurity, trust issues, feeling very uncertain about love, really. And I feel now is your time to rise to the occasion and recognize that anybody that's coming in the future is not going to repeat a cycle with you. This is a different time for you. And I feel this is a time where you're opening yourself up to a love wish, really. But also, this is an important card because it reminds you to shine your light and let yourself be seen. So your protagonist energy there is to allow yourself to be seen. So some of you may have been like, not in hiding. I feel like you're not in hiding. Some of you may have been a bit of a homebody. You may have been in hermit mode for quite some time. And now it's about like deciding that you're going to be bold and daring and approach love in a different way by doing something for you that enriches your body, mind, and soul in some way. For some of you, it could be that you're going to join like a yoga class or a meditation class, or you're going to go to a class where you feel confident or creative, because I feel this is a very creative time for you. Some of you are going to embrace your passions where you want to explore, different avenues of yourself. And through that, I feel you're actually going to meet a new person who vibes very much on the same frequency as you and is very interested in some of the things that you do also. So this could be a time where you connect to a person through a passion project or something that you're passionate about, or something creative. I mean, it could be that you're enlisting in a creative class and there's someone on that class that really piques your curiosity. They definitely are interested in you, whoever this person is, okay? But with the Star energy, I feel, this is a prime time for you to meet someone new. And with the Justice card there, this is about balance, but it's also about cause and effect, okay? I feel like you've been creating a level of harmony in your life, but also there's an energy here of you having to be honest with yourself that some adjustments need to be made to create space, okay? The Justice card showing up in this position can indicate that you're so looking for someone who is leading with integrity, someone who's honest. And this can tell me that some of you have experienced people in the past who've been a little bit loose with the truth, or people who have abused your kindness in some way. And you just want someone who, you know, someone who is chivalrous, someone who does the right thing in a relationship. I mean, there's no such thing as a right or wrong thing in a relationship, but you just want someone who, you know, conducts themselves in a healthy manner, who kind of like is on the same page as you, someone who can articulate their feelings, someone who, you know, speaks their truth, so you know where you stand and there's nothing hidden, you know, there's no hidden pitfalls there. And I feel like that's what you're actually attracting at this time. The Justice card also tells me that you're attracting someone that you have a contract with, okay? That you're meant to meet this person and that you will have a high level commitment like marriage with this person in the future. So I definitely see that that's happening there for you. Also with the Justice card, this can indicate that you are really busy, that you're bogged down with responsibility, administrative tasks, or just day-to-day living, okay? And creating a sense of balance is important. So if you're not getting out there and having fun, there may be a need for you to address your schedule in some way to try and carve out a pocket of time for you to, you know, enjoy yourself or to do something for you. Especially since you've got the Empress there and that's in your hope and fear position. And this can indicate, you know, you doing something that nourishes you, having the time to connect to that. And as a byproduct, I feel like you are kind of trying to live your best life, and then you will attract a suitor. You're going to attract your soulmate there as well. Now, I'm going to pull a card on this energy because the Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Justice card, along with the Five of Swords, can indicate that some of you have connected to a person. You're already invested in a relationship, or you love somebody already. And I'm just picking up maybe about 14% here. Not everybody, not every Cancerian out there has someone that they are currently separated from, but they still have feelings for. Okay, this could be someone where you feel it's a very stuck relationship. It's just not going anywhere. It's almost like there's a bit of drama going on here. Someone who likes to win at all costs. Okay, someone who makes you feel a little bit like you don't know where you stand, or I'm just getting an energy that anyone who is immature enough to be playing those games perhaps is not having your best interests at heart. So I just want you to be aware of that, but I will pull a card because some of you beautiful Cancerians may want to heal a situation that is currently in play, okay? So you could be separated from somebody. So I just want to see, because I feel like you can heal this. Yeah, this person, I feel like they will want to talk. With the Page of Swords, I feel like this person does keep an eye on you. They're still very detached from the connection. You know, with the Ace of Wands there, it tells me that there is a new interest coming in for you, a spark of something with somebody, some chemistry with someone new. And you're going to be more curious about that, to be honest. You're going to be looking more forward than backwards in that situation. But this could be a nostalgic time for you. But let me just pull one more card, the Justice card. I feel like this person, if you are wanting to connect to someone from the past, I feel a really honest, open, like no holds barred conversation has to be had here, because I feel both of you are wasting each other's time, going round and round in circles. And I feel it's make or break. That's what I see here. I got to be honest with you. It's make or break. I mean, it basically means that if it keeps going the way it is, there's no winners in this situation, only losers. I feel both of you, you know, the drama is like crushing you both. Okay, I just feel that it's a struggle. And I feel with the Five of Wands, I mean, the Five of Wands is really to be in training. So it could be that you and this person, if you truly want to commit to this and heal it, you need counseling, or you need like a third party that can help you both see things from each other's side. Because right now it just feels like nobody's getting through to each other. Okay, so perhaps counseling is necessary there. Can you heal it? Of course you can. The Star energy is there and the Justice card is there as well. But it may need like a mediator at this time is what's coming through. So I got to be honest with you there. I feel it's really difficult for you both to try and face this alone. You know, I don't normally say that because I just feel like both of you, if you come in honesty and authenticity and that raw energy where you're like, look, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I'm finding difficult, this is what I'm having a hard time with, then, you know, a conversation, a real heart-to-heart can sort it out. But on this occasion, I feel that things are too complicated, and it feels like that you're going round and round in circles with somebody. And if you really don't want to cut this situation out, I feel, you know, a mediator is needed in this, okay? So, or some sort of advice is necessary for this. But for the rest of you beautiful Cancerians who are like, nope, don't want to connect to anybody, you know, you're definitely looking for new love. I definitely see, if you're not talking to someone already, I feel like you will be talking to somebody, but I feel for the majority of my beautiful Cancerians, you're going to be talking to this person after the 6 weeks. I don't feel it's in the next 6 weeks. I got to be honest with you, okay? In the past position, we've got the Page of Cups here. Now, the Page of Cups is to be open-hearted, to embrace your childlike spirit, okay? But it's also the dream of love becoming a reality. So thoughts are becoming things, and this is the past situation. So some of you have almost like given up on love. You know, even the prospect of it happening or even the vision of it, you've stopped. You've left it in the past. Almost like we got the Five of Swords here. You've got a lot on your mind. You've got the Eight of Swords here. Very cerebral, you know, very detached. I mean, you're feeling very stuck because you don't know how to proceed anymore. Also, this card in this position can indicate it was so much easier to meet someone when you were younger. But I want you to be aware, I don't care how old you are, if you're vibing at a frequency of allowing love in, which you are, then you're attracting a soulmate at this time, okay? You're going to notice in the next coming weeks, people noticing you, okay? Now, these people who are going to be attracted to you, I feel like you're not going to pay these people any attention. I feel they're not meant for you to be in a connection with them. I feel like they're there to highlight that you are desirable, that you are lovable. And I feel the universe is sending you these people. So look, you know, in your everyday circumstances, if you're in the mall or you're walking down the sidewalk, you're going to see people checking you out, okay? They're going to be looking at you. They're noticing you for a reason, and you're going to notice these people paying you attention because it is to help you with confidence. I mean, I don't feel like you need help with confidence at this time, but I feel it's a sign from the universe to indicate that you're getting a lot of attention right now and you are closer to meeting the soulmate that's coming in. But also the Page of Cups is about following your bliss, following your passions, okay? So I really feel there's an energy here of you, you know, getting out there and having fun, or you've decided that you want to get out there and have fun. And the Page of Cups in the past position can indicate some of you beautiful Cancerians have been invited to something that you're going to have a lot of fun at. Now, this invitation, it could be like a birthday, it could be a holiday, it could be, you know, a wedding, it could be anything, really. It could be an invitation to a festival, whatever it is. I mean, I feel it doesn't happen until after the 6 weeks, whatever it is, but you're going to go and have a lot of fun there, and I feel you're going to get a lot of attention. There is a pathway being made clear for you to meet someone who's very romantic, okay? Now, what do we have in the potential position? We got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is tension. Okay, it can be an indication of overthinking or an indication of having a lot on your mind. Some of you overthink a situation as well, and that can come as a trauma response. You know, this is not a place where there's any blame. You know, we've all gone through difficult experiences and they shape who we are. And I feel some of you may have had traumatic experiences that has created a trauma response where you just almost like expect the worst because you've experienced the worst. So some of those expectations might be like that you're going to be alone and that you're never going to meet anybody. Some of those expectations could be that, you know, it hasn't happened by now, so it's never going to happen. Well, I feel the universe is going to prove you wrong. But remember, thoughts become things. And a Five of Swords can actually be a very positive energy. It can be a shaper of worlds. Sometimes the universe sends us a feeling and experiences that make us feel really uncomfortable, that make us feel like we need to do something about it. You know, you can either sit with it and feel really stuck, or you can use that tension, that feeling that something's off or that you're feeling frustrated in order to reshape your landscape and do different things. So I feel this is a period where you're opening yourself up to a different way of thinking. And I feel like, you know, There is an experience I feel that you've been having. This could be with a past person or someone that you love. I just get this energy of live and let live from this. It's like, okay, I'm done there. I'm going to open myself up to a new chapter. Okay, so I feel like you're moving on from something, and I feel, yes, you've been feeling a bit stuck, but when we are asked to pause from the universe, it is for reflection. When there feels like there's nothing happening going on behind the scenes there, I feel it's giving you breath and space to really reflect on your own needs, to nourish yourself and get clear on your own sort of life purpose path before you open yourself up to love. Sometimes, especially when you're here to meet a divine counterpart, we are asked to come to this lifetime with a mission. So you may feel called to do something. And that is your primary focus during your single time, because you need to give 100% focus to that. And I feel then you meet your soulmate. So I definitely see there is that playing out to some degree in your life right now. And some of you, if you're retired, for example, I feel there's an energy here of you. It's like cause and effect, okay? Doing things that you truly love, connecting to groups, social circles, settings, and really feeling like where you belong first, and then you meet the one. So I feel things are starting to slot into place, but I feel like you've been very patient and you've been waiting a long time for this. But I do feel that love will have been worth the wait, okay? Now, Eight of Swords is in the near future. So this is like the 6 weeks, as I said. And I just get this energy of right now, you know, you're releasing yourself from denial. You're seeing things as they truly are. It's like you're having a really honest, brutal conversation with yourself that sometimes we need to have with ourselves, which is like, okay, I'm feeling a bit stuck, but what can I do about it? How am I going to change my circumstances? So I feel that you're opening yourself up to new things. This is a card of, clarity and liberation. So I feel some of you, especially with the 8 is the number of the self. And again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, because, this card can indicate a self-imposed restriction. So if you're healing from something that was truly damaging from you, and I'm talking about all of you beautiful Cancerians, then I feel taking the time necessary, it's important, okay? Don't rush it. And I feel when the moment is right, the right person will appear. It's always like that, old saying was like, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, it's the same thing with love. When the heart is ready, the person, your soulmate, will appear. So I feel there's something like that going on in your life right now as well. Now, the 8 of Swords, as I said, it just feels like right now you've almost like cornered yourself off to focus on you at this time, and that's a really healthy energy to be in. But things are about to change for you after this 6-week period. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups, so it's another 8. 8, again, as I said, is the number of the self. This is about you walking away from something that was emotionally, not fulfilling. But it's also about you've chosen a path that is right for you instead of one that has been given to you. So I feel like you're drawing strength from that. And I feel like you're releasing any expectations, you're staying true to yourself, and you've come very far on your journey. And I always say this, anyone who walks away on the 8 of Cups, they walk straight into the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So I definitely see that you are going to attract someone who is emotionally available, someone who has depth, okay, someone who is authentic. You're seeing beyond the gold and riches. All that glitters is not gold when you get this card. So I feel like you're looking for someone who, wants simplicity in life, coming back to the sanctity of love, of connection, of emotions. And I definitely see that you're preparing the space for that person to come in. But the 8 of Cups indicates, you haven't found what you're looking for right now. So you're still searching. You haven't 100% given up. I feel like you're withdrawn a little bit, but I feel like your hope will return because there is someone new on the horizon for you. And that person is the King of Cups, okay? This is the highest love that love has to offer. It's a Scorpio energy, so it could indicate that this person has strong Scorpio in their chart. Could also be a bit of Pisces in this person's chart, as well as some Libra Taurus is what I've got coming in, okay? It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but they may have placements in their chart. But I always say, it doesn't really matter about the chart. It's all about the connections. But to some degree, the chart can influence certain circumstances. But the King of Cups indicates someone who knows their heart. someone who knows what they want. They want love. They are generous. They are kind. They're a good listener. This person is a peacemaker. They do not bring drama to the door. This person is loving and gentle. And I feel this person, they want a team when it comes to love. I feel this person wants to settle down as well. And of course, we've got the Queen of Cups here as well. So this is a romantic connection, a high-level commitment. And the Queen of Cups is your card, my beautiful Cancerians. It represents your energy. So I feel like you're open to this love. But here, this is the external circumstances position. So that indicates that, love is being made available to you. And it is the highest love that love has to offer. Okay. Now, interesting. We have two cards in the hope and fear position. So the Empress energy is really about nourishing yourself. It's about you being a new version of yourself that is brimming with potential, confidence, that you are reestablishing your power. I mean, the Empress can also indicate that some of you are feeling that age may be a factor, but that's not true at all. Don't care how old you are, if you're vibing at a frequency of love, you're going to attract love, okay? Now, some of you may fear getting into something where someone is connected to somebody else or has baggage with someone else, okay? Three of Pentacles can also be like a third-party situation where there are external circumstances influencing love. It doesn't have to be someone cheating on you. It can be that, some of you may fear that, for example, with the Empress energy, it could be that you fear that you're going to meet someone who has like an overbearing matriarchal type figure, or someone who influences your person and gets in the way of the relationship in some way. Could also indicate that, with the Three of Pentacles, some of you may feel that, if you have children, for example, you may be meeting people and, you're really vibing at a frequency with them, and suddenly you tell them that you have children. You may fear that they are not going to be wanting to invest in that connection. But again, that's not true at all. The right person is going to invest in a relationship for you and all that you have to offer. So I feel, don't change your wonderful self. Don't be worried about these things, because the universe is going to send someone who loves all parts of you and the life that you've had, even the parts that have taken you a long time to love. So I feel it's really important to recognize that, okay? Now, the Three of Pentacles can also indicate some of you are going to be in a group setting with this person. It could be a creative group, okay? Or it could be like a creative project. Some of you could actually work with a person, because I feel there's a hope here of like being a team, or establishing some sort of foundation with this person, but also someone who takes ownership, really shows you with tangible effort who they are and how they conduct themselves in a relationship. So I feel like you're going to allow this person, the Empress energy is the equivalent of the woman in the Lenormand deck. So this is about you reaching a certain level of nourishment in yourself right now, where you are not accepting anything less than the best, and you really want to see someone take action and just not give you words. I mean, the Three of Pentacles literally means you are the architect of your dreams, and they are becoming tangible. So you recognize that things are going to take shape, okay? But also I feel that you need to make sure that, this person that's coming in, this new person, shows the support for the relationship, and that you're not always the overgiver there as well. Now, we're ending on the Queen of Cups. So that is about recognizing that you are a gift. Also, you are in a period of self-love, compassion, finding emotional security within. And that, yes, you are generous with your heart, but you need to open yourself up to a relationship where there is reciprocity, and you feel like you're not always the person who is giving and giving and giving until you are completely drained. Okay, love is like, it's difficult, okay? Relationships, they are difficult to navigate, but it's really important that sometimes one partner will lead and the other one will sit back, and then vice versa. It goes in fluctuations, but if you find that there is one person who is always leading or always giving or always doing, and if that person is you, my beautiful Cancerians, it's like, you know what, there's something that is out of balance here. It is off kilter, and harmony needs to reign, because you've been learning a gift of balance there. Now, also the Queen of Cups indicates that, you are worthy of love and respect. And I feel that you are recognizing that you truly are a gift in love, and shine your beautiful light. You're about to meet the one who is going to love you for all that you are, and then some, okay? So I definitely see high level commitment coming in for you, but I feel it's not in the next 6 weeks. I have to be honest with you with that. I mean, for some of you, you may strike up a conversation there, but I feel, especially with the way Mars is at the moment, there's going to be some difficult times ahead with Mars, and it will affect the Valentine's Day period in particular, okay? There's some very intense energy that happens around about the 13th onwards. So finding love in the next 6 weeks for you in particular, I don't know if you felt that. One of my guys just knocked on the altar there. I want you to be aware that it will be after the... Oh, no, they tell me I'm not finished with this deck. Okay, it will be after the 6 weeks. Okay, so love is on its way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, this is so unusual. I would never normally take 6, but they're telling me to take 6. Okay. Okay, I can see why they want the journey sort of laid out for you. So we've got effort. So this is really about nourishing yourself, but also making the effort to put yourself in situations where there is a potential to meet new people, whether that's online dating or whether that's something more organic. It's telling me something more organic because of the tulips. Tulips represent new energy, springtime, okay, as well. Depends, of course, where you are in the world there. But I feel like, you are going to meet a relationship where there is reciprocity. We've also got forgiveness and regret. So some of you, there may be a period of nostalgia where you're thinking about previous experiences, but I feel like with love, you're letting them go. Okay. I do feel there's potential here for forgiveness with a previous situation or something that you have ongoing right now. But it's really important to recognize that there must be a level of support. Actions speak louder than words there. Also, I really want to address this card of regret, okay? Because basically, when we look back at situations, we can regret some of the experiences that we got into in a love relationship. But it's really important to recognize that that is like holding on to something, it's like holding on to something bitter that is only hurting ourselves. So releasing that, sometimes experiences that we've had, and I've had a few really hair-raising experiences in love, it can take a lot of time to forgive, but also you don't have to forgive. It's really about recognizing that to release the past is to help lighten your load, because sometimes, a person can not even realize how much they damaged a person going forward. And it's really important to recognize that no matter how much you regret meeting that person, they taught you a lesson. No matter how much you regret meeting that person, it is an experience that occurred and we can't go back in time. To remember it constantly and live in regret is to miss the present moment, and it can impact your future happiness. So in order to let go with the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords there, let go and live and let live with that 5 of Swords, is to protect your own sanctity and open you up to a whole new world of happiness for yourself, because bitterness can eat us up inside, or regret can eat us up inside, and that other person, they don't feel it. It's like you took the bitter pill because of the anger and the frustration. And believe me, I've been there. I'm a Scorpio, just like my beautiful Cancerians out there. We got a temper when we need to have one, right? It can eat us up inside, but it's not actually affecting the other person at all. So I feel protecting yourself, very important there. I only say forgiveness because it releases something within yourself in order to not hold on to those damaging emotions, okay? Now, we do have support there, so I do feel a high-level commitment is coming in. Very romantic. This person is strong enough to walk by your side, and also they are supportive. We've got flirt, so there's definitely someone coming in, okay? I feel like it's on the cusp. It almost feels like 6 to 8, maybe even 10 weeks for you, because I feel there's this hesitancy. We've got the fear card there. So I feel like you are going to meet a very romantic connection. You're going to wonder where it's going to go. Of course, in life, there are no uncertainties. Just allow yourself to experience the moment and enjoy the moment, okay? Because I feel this moment is going to lead to a high-level commitment. However, there may be some triggered experiences that pop up to make you feel a little bit anxious. But I feel these are like indications that there's something that hasn't quite been healed within you. But I feel this new person who's coming in, they are going to give you no reason to doubt their love. This new person is true blue, okay? So I'm just going to go pull this before we close. Okay, so we've got a butterfly, transformation, change, evolving. Now is the time to spread your wings and fly. And remember, I always say this about the butterfly, so you're probably going to be really bored of me saying this, but when the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, you know, it feels like nothing's happening, you know, but everything's happening. It's in a state of, stagnancy on the outside, but in the inside, everything is changing. So I feel, you know, this is a time period where the caterpillar loses its sense of its physical self. You know, it dissolves into a jelly. So it actually loses its form and everything, and it rebuilds into the butterfly. So I feel like you've been in your cocoon period healing, really changing things within you for you, and now is your time to spread your wings and fly. And also we have the giant rune, which is all about protection. Okay, so I feel like this new relationship is very protective. When you get this rune, it's all about having better luck in love and destiny stepping in to put you on the path of meeting someone new. But giant indicates this is your big love story. Okay, someone who is meant to be in your life, and you have a contract with that person, and I feel like you will marry this person. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.